世界中が絶句した衝撃の告白、夢見て移住した中国は、信じられないほどのストレス大国でした。彼女を絶望させた信じがたい日常に迫ります。
Just to prove to you that I'm not being paid, in this video I'm going to share 10 things that I hate about living in China.
第一の苦痛は VPN の制限です。YouTube や Facebook など、海外のアプリはすべて遮断。家族と連絡するだけでも毎回接続と格闘し、本当にストレスです。
VPNs is something that you simply just can't live without when you're a foreigner in China. You definitely need this to be able to connect with family back home. All the apps that we know of, you basically just can't access them in China. So from Facebook to WhatsApp to YouTube or even just your regular browser, you're gonna need a VPN to do all those things.
第2に電動自転車の暴走です。歩行者優先の概念はなく、歩道でもクラクションを鳴らしながら突っ込んできます。安心して道を歩くことすらできません。
So pedestrians don't have the right of way when you're walking on the sidewalk. So you're going to have e-bikes that come onto the sidewalk and toot at you for you to move out of the way. And honestly, I find it really frustrating.
第3に至るところでのつばつきです。道端で大きな音を立てて痰を吐くのが日常茶飯事。常に足元を気にして下を向き、不快な音に絶望する毎日です。
This one I do actually genuinely hate, and it's the one thing that I wish that people just wouldn't do here because I find it extremely disgusting, and that would be spitting. And I'm not just referring just to spitting, but the hawking noise that comes before the spitting actually takes place. I'm not entirely sure if this is common all throughout China.
You know, I was going to say something that's been great about Shanghai is that we haven't experienced a lot of people hawking the mucus and spitting it all over the ground. And literally right as I started to record, somebody did exactly just that next to me.
I do see it quite a lot in my neighborhood, and to be frank, honestly, I'll be walking through my neighborhood oftentimes just thinking like, don't look down, because I'm so afraid of seeing what's on the floor. And even sometimes in my apartment, when it's a nice day like today, I'll open the windows just to let some fresh air in. And unfortunately, sometimes I'll have to close it because all I can hear from downstairs are the people just walking through the complex and that horrible hawking sound and then the spitting that takes place right afterwards. Sometimes I even see people just blowing their nose like this, and honestly, please stop.
第4に公共の場での喫煙です。駅やレストラン、子供がいる場所でも平気でタバコを吸い、吸い殻を捨てます。トイレにまで悪臭が充満していて最悪です。
And I've actually been taken aback to see the amount of smoking that goes on here, and it's fine, you can smoke, do whatever you want, but I guess the thing that I hate about it is that many times it will happen in public places where people are doing it, for example, on train stations, on the platform, smoking right next to people.
The worst part is, as you can see, these gentlemen, they smoke and they drape the butts on the floor and they smoke right next to people. So if you're standing there with children.
I've seen it in restaurants as well, which is really quite inconvenient. It actually happened at a place that we stayed in Disneyland recently. There was a person smoking inside the restaurant where we went to have breakfast, so that really shocked me. And the one that really confuses me is, why are people smoking in bathrooms? So when we first moved to China, we stayed in the EFC area, which is like a brand new area for the Alibaba company. And when you go into the malls, all the bathrooms reek of cigarette smoke. So I'm hoping that one of you can explain to me below why this is. Is this because people can't take breaks to go smoking, or are they not allowed to smoke just outside the building? I'm really curious, but yeah, it's just a really disgusting habit that you can do whenever you like, just don't do it.
第5に無断撮影とジロジロ見る行為です。外国人というだけで指を刺され、子供の写真まで勝手に撮られます。
The staring. So as a foreigner here, people are going to stare at you, photograph you, even laugh at you and point at you, which can be quite confronting. And when we first arrived a year ago, I have to say that it was quite difficult to get used to it. We would often find people sneakily trying to take a photo of the kids without asking for permission. And particularly with us, we all look so different to everybody else, especially when we are together as a family. I sometimes feel like a bit of a walking circus. So we do attract a lot of attention. Now, this is not to say that it's going to happen everywhere that you go. If, for example, you go to a bigger city where you find more foreigners, people are just used to it, so it's not a big deal. But where we live, we do attract a lot of attention.
第6に列に割り込む文化です。並んで待つ常識がなく、電車に乗る時も店で待つ時も、平気で目の前に割り込まれます。外出するだけで疲れてしまいます。
I don't know why it happens, but basically as you're queuing up to get on the train, people are just rushing in and trying to get in right before you, and it makes it really, really stressful. So I'm not sure why they're doing it, because the seats are actually assigned and we're all going to the same place. And I also experience these at the shops. So for example, if I go to buy something and I just wait and line up, that is definitely the wrong thing to do, because literally people will just walk right in front of me. And this has happened everywhere, all the places that we travel through China so far, so it's not just in my city, so just know to expect that.
It's a bit of a frustrating process because people are getting in front of us.
最後に言語の壁です。看板も読めず、翻訳来たのみの生活、言葉が通じない中、現地の人に笑われると、バカにされている気がして常に不安になります。
Being illiterate. So one thing that I really hate about living in China is that I don't actually know the language. Yes, it is very difficult to learn, and I am trying. However, I do think that it's going to take me a while to have that level of Mandarin where I can actually communicate with people effectively. And it can actually affect you in multiple ways. So for example, just walking around the streets not being able to understand the signs, or for example, most recently I went into a shop to set up a SIM card for my son, and I did not understand what was happening. We were just, communicating via translator, and I've been in situations where, for example, people will be sitting in front of me and they'll start laughing at me, and that can really make you quite uncomfortable. Now, I don't necessarily think that they're saying something about me. I mean, they might, but just being in that situation where you just have to compose yourself and think.
しかし、隣国の日本を訪れると、その違いに衝撃を受けます。異常なほどの清潔さ、礼儀正しく列を作る人々、唾を吐く人も、歩道でクラクションを鳴らす自転車もいません。
I'm in Tokyo right now, walking through our neighborhood, and my husband just made an observation. Just hold on, look at this. Okay, we're just in our neighborhood that we're staying in Airbnb. I'm whispering because you can't talk at full volume. And what did you say about the street, the literal public street we're walking on right now?
Well, it's just the cleanest street I've ever walked on. I'd probably eat a meal off the ground.
You want to see the ground? You could eat a meal off of this pavement right now. Tokyo is by far the cleanest place I think I've maybe ever visited. I might be overlooking something, but it's uncanny how clean it is. And this pavement is like turf, and so it's quiet. So in the neighborhoods, you can't hear cars and people walking on all night. It's like absorbs sound. Everything is just very considerate here. And better.
安全でハイテクなトイレ、絶品の日本食、言葉が通じなくても丁寧な接客はまるで天国のようです。一度日本の魔法を知ると、もうあの国には戻れない多くの外国人がそう語ります。
If you are male, please close your eyes. Let me take you to a women's public restroom in Japan. They often have multiple mirrors and seats for girls to fix their makeups. There's always a vending machine for sanitary pads. Their toilet seats are warmer and cleaner than your phone. They also give you toilet seat cleaner. You can use it to sanitize the toilet. They have a seat for your baby while you're using the toilet. To save you from embarrassment, you can press this button to play flashing sound to mask your own noises. All of the toilets in Japan have bidets. When you are done, they will make you clean and fresh like new. There's an emergency button in case you need some help, or if you need to change your pants, you can put on this changing deck. Take off your shoes and stand here without your feet getting dirty. These small details really make life easier for women in the restroom.
しかし、外国人が日本で最も衝撃を受けるのは街の清潔さだけではありません。それは世界最高峰の食文化です。
I'm absolutely convinced that this is the most underrated sushi spot in LA. They give extremely generous, thick cuts of fish. It's also very fresh, and they have pretty unbeatable lunch combos. This nigiri and this miso black cod set cost $28.95 at lunchtime. Literally everything here just melts in your mouth. It's delicious. I got 2 ebi and it cost me around $18. It was so worth it. The ebi is absolutely delicious, super fresh. They then take the shrimp heads and give you the option of having it in a soup or having it fried. You have to check it out.
All right, give me ghouls, we're in Osaka. We're going for a 4.9 rated Wagyu beef Kobe tasting today. Let's see how it is. Wanomiya is the spot we're going to do it.
First time having Kobe beef? Let's do it! The first thing they do is bring out 2 big old trays of Kobe beef to see exactly what you're going to be eating. And then, on to the first course, Kobe beef sushi.
Kobe beef sushi.
Wasn't too bad. Never had raw beef sushi before, but I'd give it a solid 6 out of 10.
Beef stew, number 2, we're going in. Ooh. Oh yeah, okay.
Kobe beef stew, 8 out of 10. Easy. And finally, we're on to the big slabs of Kobe. Watching these master chefs at work is on a whole nother level. Every cut, every movement of their knives is so specific and so meticulous that they cut up all the cubes into tiny little pieces and present them for you one by one. Now, I've been on this planet for more than 30 years now, and I can't describe to you the feeling of this premium beef in your mouth. It was like, it melted. That's the only way I could describe it. It was the most perfect little thing. The chef suggested we pop this little bit of garlic on top of each piece for that extra little kick, and it did not disappoint. Let's have a quick check-in with the others.
Delicious. Life is good for us.
Life is good for us indeed, Tessa. And the beef just keeps coming, ladies and gentlemen. Stick some salt on it, stick the garlic on it, and in the mouth it goes. 10 out of 10 every time.
Osaka.
Lastly, we got some Madagascar vanilla ice cream that may or may not have been a bit hard. All this and more, 8,800 yen, 45 quid, absolutely insane.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Here are my 10 pieces of Otoro nigiri. I started with just ordering 10, but the limit does not exist. So I'm gonna eat these 10 and see how much more I can take after. Cheers to my first piece. Second piece. Look how fatty it is. The fat is literally splitting in the middle. Third piece. Fourth piece. Fifth piece. You truly don't get less expensive, high quality fish in the city. Here's my 7th piece. I'm still not super full. I think I might have to order at least another 5, maybe 10. 8th piece. 9th piece. And here's my 10th piece, my final piece from the first order. Okay, I think I'm gonna order 5 more pieces. On to my second order, my 11th piece. Okay, not gonna lie, guys, I'm really starting to get full. My 12th piece. My 13th piece. Oh my god, guys. I'm like really pushing through to finish these last 2. My 14th piece. My 15th and final piece.
This is one of the most popular ramen shops in Tokyo, and we only had to wait 15 minutes because we went at a specific time by accident. So I'm a Tokyo local. I was born and raised here, and I lived here for 37 years, and this is my first time coming to this area. Tokyo is a very big city, and there's over 2,000 ramen shops, and the popular ones, you have to wait hours to get in. My kids were on spring break, so they were sleeping through the whole day, and they woke up randomly at like 2 p.m. So I was like, maybe we can go to a popular ramen place and not have to wait, and I was right. This is the ramen, by the way. It is pork bone broth, so it's very, very thick. Typically, I'm not a big fan of the fatty, oily broth, but this one was really good, and I did have more than a few sips, but you're not even supposed to drink the whole soup, okay? Don't drink the whole thing. So I got the basic one with pretty much everything on it, and it came with some baby corn. If you don't know what it is, Google it. I had some ajitama, which is flavored egg, and this big block of chashu, which is pork belly. We got 2 pieces of this. You can also get one with like a bigger piece that my son got, but I don't think a normal person can finish it, so I recommend this one. The noodles are very thick, which goes very well with the thick soup, and there's also a lot of bean sprouts on top, which matches really well again with the thick soup. They also gave me a little hairband, so that means it's time to lock in. As a Tokyo local, it is my duty to put my full energy into finishing this ramen, because if you don't have energy, you will not be able to finish this thing, okay? Oh, by the way, I got bangs today, but anyways, I finished the whole thing. Okay, look at this. I ate the whole thing. It was very, very, very filling. So the name of this place is called Kikambo, and we went to the original location, which is in Kanda, Tokyo. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.
Here's part 2 of the top 10 things I ate on my 3-week trip across Japan as someone who planned his entire trip around trying the best foods. I'm gonna let you know where to go and what to get. So in my last video, I shared numbers 6 through 10, so now it's time for the top 5. Number 5 is soft serve from a brand called Cremia. And while they don't have actual stores, you can get it in many places across Japan. You can tell a place sells Cremia soft serve from the iconic cone that it's on, which is almost more like a sugar cookie. This is the best soft serve I've ever had. The vanilla isn't actually vanilla, it's milk flavored, and it's incredible. Never had anything like it, and I had it every chance I could. Number 4 is at the Tsukiji Market in Tokyo. Yes, there will be a line for the popular tuna nigiri stand, but it moves fast and it's so incredibly worth it. You won't find fresher tuna than this. Also, this tray was like $15 US. And if you missed it, I made a full video on where to eat at the Tsukiji Market if you're interested. Number 3 is Imopipi in Tokyo, which specializes in Japanese sweet potato. Their creme brulee sweet potato was insane. The custard perfect and sweet potato is so creamy and dense that it's an absolute must get. And if you want an amazing sweet potato just as is, go to Tsubo Yakima in Ginza, which only sells one thing, slow roasted Japanese sweet potatoes. That's it. The number 2 bite of food is one I had to wait over 1 hour in line for because their entire restaurant only has like 8 seats. It's Tonkatsu Marusuchi in Tokyo for their katsudon, which is pork katsu, scrambled eggs, and rice. This might be the best fried pork I've ever had, and mixed with the soft scrambled eggs and rice, I'll dream about this dish. Doesn't matter how long you have to wait, go. And before I share the number 1 dish, I have to run through some honorable mention which just missed out on the top 10 list. Yoshi Cola in Tokyo makes a freshly made cola, which was a favorite of mine. Jirafa in Tokyo makes something called a curry pan, which is a crispy deep fried milk bread filled with a rich umami Japanese curry and gooey mozzarella cheese. It was so crispy, light, flavorful, you gotta try it. Our favorite matcha from the trip was from Hatoya Matcha in Tokyo. Both Chrissy and I agreed this was our favorite. Definitely get it with the matcha cold foam, that's key. And of course, the 7-Eleven egg salad sando has to be on this list. The hype is real. And pro tip, add a Family Mart fried chicken for the ultimate cheap, delicious sandwich. And I can't forget, the melon in Japan is just next level. You gotta try it. It's 100 times better than the one in the States. Just listen to the juice level. And my number 1 eat from Japan is from this spot in Kyoto, Menya Inoichi. They make ramen, but this isn't normal ramen, it's Michelin rated ramen. I got the dark soy ramen with grilled A4 Wagyu beef. In a country with so many great eats, this was my favorite bite and spoonful of the trip. The chefs here are just ramen magicians. I traveled 24 hours back to Kyoto just for this. But not everything in Japan was a hit. In my next video, I'm going to share some popular spots in Japan that I personally thought were overrated, so make sure to follow for more food adventures.